Hey everyone. Unfortunately, this morning, the diecast community is waking up to some very sad news. Ryu Asada, one of the most prolific car designers at Mattel, has passed away on March 23rd, 2021, after a 4.5 year battle with cancer. My condolences and prayers go out to Ryu's family. So there was a post to Ryu's Instagram account announcing his death, and I'll put a link to that below. But in that post was the following statement. Ryu is beaming with joy, knowing that you have a favorite car designed by him. Well, Ryu, a lot of my favorite Matchbox and Hot Wheels castings were designed by you, including two castings that I have repeatedly mentioned on this channel. First off, the Matchbox 2007 Porsche 911 GT3, and also the Matchbox Lotus Exige. Now, it's a little bit less well known, but Ryu actually worked on Matchbox cars from 2004 to 2012 before primarily switching over to Hot Wheels. And he was responsible for many of the Matchbox castings that were part of a renaissance of that brand in the late aughts. So Ryu did a whole lot of fantastic work, and he did so much for the Matchbox brand before he even touched Hot Wheels. So there were so many castings that Ryu worked on in his time at Matchbox, including the Toyota FJ40, which is one of the more popular castings to come from that era. He did the Bentley Continental GT, which is, as you all know, one of my favorites behind that Lotus and that Porsche. He worked on all the castings that you see here. I'm just kind of pulling out some highlights. The wonderful, wonderful Audi RS6 Avant. This is another great one. And one that is definitely a favorite of many Matchbox collectors, the Lamborghini Miura. This is certainly a really, really nice piece of work from him. So, of course, Ryu did a lot with the Hot Wheels brand as well. He started with the Hot Wheels brand in 2012, primarily. I think he worked on a couple of castings before that, but I don't have space to put even all of my castings that I have from Ryu out here in this video. But, you know, he did a lot more than even what I have in my collection. And as you can see here, there's some absolutely just wonderful pieces. I believe two of the first ones he worked on were the Porsche 934 Turbo RSR, which itself is a great casting. It is just absolutely insane kind of how wide he got the rear of the car there, just like the real one. Even some great engine detail on the base around that rivet that had to go in the back of the car. So that's a really cool one from him. And he would even do, you know, you can see European and Japanese cars. He even did stock American cars super well. I remember when this Mustang came out, this was almost like just a sign that Hot Wheels was moving in a little bit of a different direction, making more realistic cars and just doing a better job overall. More recently, Ryu worked on the Lancia Delta Integrale, which, if you watch the 3D bot maker videos, this was kind of famously included in the Rally series last year as a prototype that apparently Ryu actually sent them. So that was one of the cool things that Ryu did recently, just outside of his work on the actual cars. Just going over a few more highlights, the 993 Porsche 911 is one of my favorite releases from last year. Ryu did work on this one, and we've already gotten a whole lot of colors of this casting. Hopefully we see many more to come over the next few years. Also, the super, super fun Dodge van. This one is kind of done up in the style that these get modified in Japan, the real ones. People actually modify these things and take them to the racetrack, so that's why it's lowered. It's got some aero on it, and then we even have a really fun Easter egg inside of it with that go-kart. And maybe some of his best work, I'll point out two more castings. This Subaru 22B, there's been a premium release of this car and a couple of others, but still this initial release, even with the basic wheels, is one of my favorites. Yeah, this thing is absolutely stunning. And then I could not go through this video without mentioning the FC RX-7, one of my favorite recent Hot Wheels castings, and of course another of Ryu's designs. So Ryu, it's very sad that you are now no longer with us. I think all of us can say that we really appreciated your work over the years. Some of my favorite castings in all of diecast collecting have been designed by you, and we'll forever appreciate your work.